They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Troy Trojans, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Boyd. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Troy Trojans offense will have first crack at this one. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Smith wants to throw. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. From the gun. Under fire. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Everybody needs a little luck. And just got it by falling on that fumble. And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. On the option. Now the pitch. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Trojans decide to punt it away. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Mississippi State's offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Wants to throw. It's Croman Hope. It's complete to the left. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. Try to barge their way in.
easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
From the gun, running back on the move. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out.
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Smith dropping to pass. Working that left side now. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Finds a man in the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Bulldogs headed quickly to the line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got rid of it just in time. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. Smith wants to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it! And the runner is down, and so is a flag. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points and start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Now adjusting. He's turning it loose into the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to Pott with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
They'll ride Davis here. Jukes his way for more.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
To the air, it's Coleman Hope. He's going to take off. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Mississippi State going up tempo.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
And the Bulldogs are on the move. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Notre Dame is trailing right now, but they are not out of this. I remember Rocket Ismail wake up the echoes all by himself. Let's see if this group can come back. They're trailing by just 2 to UCF. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Smith dropping to pass. Got his man down the middle.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Grab near the marker. It's Dortch. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds a yard short at the 49. The Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He has the first and still on his feet. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dortch. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
What a beautiful throw and catch. And I'll tell you, sometimes when you're throwing the go route, you can overanalyze things and think, what coverage do we want it against? What matchup are we looking for? But if I've got a guy outside that I know can go make a play, I don't care. I'm throwing it up, and I'm letting him go make a play.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Troy. It's a much-needed line from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They march 79 yards on the drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, what a move to get open. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Got it in the middle, it's Reese. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Walters. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down. Keeps it himself and gets the 1st. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Catch in the middle, it's Tate. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Smith wants to throw. Here's the pressure. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. With the run on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And the offense, man, he couldn't find anybody open. Like, somebody's got to create some separation. Or what do I do? How do I throw a jump ball to one of my big receivers out wide that can go up and dunk on somebody's head and catch the football? Maybe 5.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Touchdown, Trojans. Quick strike through the air for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Godfrey. The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grab behind the line. It's Godfrey. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a 1st down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. On 2nd and 10, a 4-wideout set, trips right. Just keeps slinging it. They get to him as he throws. Pulls it in. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Here comes the heat. Got out of trouble and throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. He's got him. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Looking for a man. It's Coleman Hope. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touch. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
And listen, when you've got a receiver like this who's so good off the line of scrimmage, you can run a fade route at any point of the field. It's not just down in the red zone. If he's press man, let him use his quickness, stab inside, get back to the boundary, and make a play.
That last big play has them in business. Just outside the red zone, it's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Rides to back and leaves it. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Trojans have their offense in high gear. Smith dropping to pass. Rushes on him, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the... and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Now with 2 minutes to play in the half. Referee signal for the 2-minute timeout.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. You can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-bodied guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. That is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. On the move at the 30. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on 1st down. First, he puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Preston. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Caught over the middle, it's Thompson. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And they're not on the same page there. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what, you can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Buys a little time. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He wants to change this route. Smith wants to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Wade Stadium.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Godfrey. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Mississippi State right back to the line. From the gun, the running back has it. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Line is set on third down. Defense in press coverage. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Pulls it in. It's Hayes. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Quickly complete. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Fires to the right. He's got an open man. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he got loose. Touchdown, Bulldog. And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Tulane notched a victory in enemy territory. And though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from New Orleans is worth its weight in gold to the Green Wave. Regardless the outcome.
Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down, still moving. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. Smith dropping the pass. Makes the grab. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got his man in the middle. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leads it with the back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. To the air on first down. Unloads it left. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Smith wants to throw, and they fail to hook up on third down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. And he got just enough of that one. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Mississippi State going up tempo. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Looks as if they might have that screen really set up, but he'll be stopped short of the marker. It's fourth down. And here comes the punt team. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
This receiver is so dangerous out in space, and it's a nice job by the QB getting him the ball early on the curl route. You see, once he has it, he's got some wiggle, he's got some shake, makes some defenders miss.
He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Trojans.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to get the two-point conversion here and make it a three-point game. Smith dropping to pass. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's covered. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. After that last scoring drive, old Uncle Mo has switched sidelines, and now they'll try to get it back while they're clinging to this lead. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. From the gun to give, looking for room. Makes one man miss. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. To the ground, he's got it again. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Davis. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football.
Oh, he wants it all. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further, signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. They marched to the end zone the last time they had it, do it again, and they'll be on top. Complete to start this drive. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. So now it's second and long. The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. He makes the catch. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Smith wants to throw. Gets it out quickly.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. Complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Oh, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They're throwing for it on fourth down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up with an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Corbin Hope. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Mississippi State right back to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. Finds his man. It's Hayes. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Mississippi State hoping to ring up a score in this red zone trip. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Plows through the defense. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. They want to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Wants to go up top. Floating away. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Now on third and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to get it in. Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover.
Man, when these receivers fumble the football, oftentimes...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oklahoma is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 32 over New Mexico. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Hold it, finds his man on the left. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Fires to the big fella. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
The Trojans have this offense rolling. Looking for room. It's Walters. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys. Those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words you describe defensive line.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so it's instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Smith dropping to pass. Right on the money. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. They're working that left side. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back to their offense.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. A strike downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Mississippi State going up tempo.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Makes the grab on the left. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Godfrey. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Short gain on the play before he slides. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Smith wants to throw. Pocket breaking down. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And his first throw here is incomplete.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Dortch. They don't get nearly enough on third down, fourth down coming from the 48. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. On target to the left. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Mississippi State will try to bleed this clock dry.
Let's go!
They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week again.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation.